Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
But they need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Looking to fire. Snagged out in the air. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Tyson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They go to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, third and short on their own side of the field. They try to run and get it, but just not physical enough up front. Now it sets up fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it, first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big fourth downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them, you know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage. QB and him, same page. Fourth down, no problem.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. He makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
He wants to throw it again. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated, and I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Jackson will throw. Snags it over the middle. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. The Cardinal cranks things back up with a second down. Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Stanford! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll go back to work on offense. The run from the shotgun. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quick strike complete. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Tackle is made at the 36.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out fast. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. This time they'll go to the running game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
On the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gets the back moving. Gonna swing it on second down. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out.
Jackson gonna throw it. He's going for it all. Makes a grab on the shot. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Under fire. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Davis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And that is no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the Stanford offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Jackson will throw. Working that left side now. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's what...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll move the tight end. Barrels ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Makes the grab on the left. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. Jackson gonna throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Hall.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to go up top. And they can't make the connection on third down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man quickly.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Tight end now in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Handoff from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Brings up second down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quarterback moving. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. And he had just enough leg to somehow will that thing over the crossbar in the right corner. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
Stanford offense will take over.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. The Cardinal will crank things back up with a second down play. Jackson will throw. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Stanford to the line on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. We'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work.
Right. Single. White 53. White 53.
They want to throw it. Quickly complete. There he goes. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's now second and goal.
Second and goal for the offense.
Here we go.
Back to pass. Looking for the end zone. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. And the defense drags him down.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up fourth and goal.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. There he goes. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch. It's Platt. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach, week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.